This video will show you how to activate your MySWTC account, which is another way to stay in touch with Southwest Tech. You'll start at the Southwest Tech homepage, www.swtc.edu. If you click on the admissions checklist, you'll see where we're at in the process. So first we filled out our application. Once your application is received, you can activate your MySWTC account. So click on MySWTC at the top. You'll be taken to the login screen for your MySWTC. Down at the bottom, click on Activate their SWTC Student Portal account. This will take you to the first step. So the first thing you need to do is click on I agree. The next thing you need to do is input the characters that you see in the green box, and then you'll click Next. The next thing you'll do is enter your student ID or your social security number as well as your date of birth. If you don't know your student ID number, you can find that on the letter that you received from Southwest Tech. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is a letter you probably received. So down at the bottom, you'll see it says Southwest Tech ID. It has your name and then your student ID. That is your student ID number. You will want to make note of this as you will use your student ID number a lot at Southwest Tech. So we are going to input our student ID number and our date of birth. If you can't find that piece of paper, no problem. Just put in your social security number instead of your student ID number. If you only put in your student ID number, you'll get an error that says, please enter your date of birth. You need to enter both your student ID number or your social security number as well as your date of birth. Then you will click Next. So this screen shows you what your student ID number is. So if you don't already have that information, please write it down. It also has your name and your email address. You'll want to write that down as well. And then it also has your date of birth. Then you'll click Next after you've written that information down. This is your security question. So if you forget your password in the future, this question will come up so that you can reset your password. So first you'll put in a question that you will be able to remember the answer to. Then you'll enter the answer and click Next. The next thing we need to do is come up with our password. So your password needs to be 8 to 16 characters long. It does not include common words or names. It should not include your student username. It should be something that you can remember but that other people won't know. It needs to have a combination of upper and lowercase letters as well as numbers and symbols. This password will be used to log into your MySWTC account as well as your student email, and also it will be used to log onto computers at Southwest Tech. So you'll input your password and select Next. So now your student ID comes up again, as well as your name and your email address and your date of birth. So again, write that down if you don't already have it written down, and then you're going to click Next. So this is the last screen, and it has your email address on it as well as your username. You should also write down your username so that you have that for future reference. That username is the username for your email address as well as for your MySWTC, and it's also the username that you use to log into computers at Southwest Tech. The next thing we'll do is click on Go to MySWTC, and that will take us back to the login screen. All right, now that we know our username, we'll put that information in there as well as the password that we just created, and we will select the term. The term is the current time that you are logging in. So for example, if you are logging in April of 2016, that's spring 15-16. It's summer if it's June or July of 2016 would be summer 16-17, or fall 16-17 starts in August of 2016. Or if you're registering for classes, you select the term that you're registering for classes. You can reset your password by clicking on Forget Your Password. So you're going to click. You can check your student email by clicking on Southwest Tech student email on the left-hand side. You'll put in your username, which was the same that you put in for your MySWTC, as well as your password, which is also the same as what you used for your MySWTC. And then you'll click Login. If for some reason you can't remember your password, you will click on Forget Your Password on the right-hand side of the screen. You need to make sure that you check your student email frequently. We use our student email as the formal means of communication with you, so we communicate a lot via your student email. Okay, now we are back to the main screen of our MySWTC, and a message comes up about pop-ups. In order to disable your pop-ups, you would go up to the right-hand side of the screen if you're in Google Chrome, and you would adjust the settings for your pop-ups. Your student portal houses a lot of good information. On the left-hand side, you'll see the calendar as well as the student directory, your credit agreement. You can click on Southwest Tech Bookstore to see that information. You access your Southwest Tech student email as well as student FAQs. Down below, you'll see on the left-hand side course offerings, your My Degree audit, which shows the courses you've taken as well as the courses you need to take. You click on registration when it's time to register for classes. You can see your transcript as well as your class schedule. For financial aid in the business office, you can view and pay your bill as well as set up a payment plan and view your payment plan. You can look at your financial aid and your grades. On the right-hand side under My Courses, if you are currently enrolled in courses, those courses would show up. The main page of your portal houses a lot of up-to-date information, and we will communicate important messages on that page, so make sure you review that information when you log into your portal. You can log out by clicking on Log Out.